Hey guys! Wow, what a surprise. I'm back because I blabbed so much in the last one that I can now do an ins and outs video for my New Year's resolutions here because I have had the wildest start to my year and it's really made me debrief a lot and maybe think, you know what, this year needs to be the best yet. That's my plan, like making this year better than last, which I feel like won't really be that much of a problem anyway. Like I was in the pits of hell. 2024 we don't talk about her, but 2025 so much better. So let's do some ins and outs in my New Year's resolutions for the year. Hello. So I feel like my plan was last year to travel a lot, and I ended up only going to Amsterdam and Tenerife. So this year I want to go back. Yeah, maybe you should travel to new places. No, I had such a good time there. Why not just go back to those two places? I would also maybe like to add in more travelling and stuff like that. So I'd say ins for a good one is travelling and honestly just getting out and touching grass. Like, I need to get more out in nature. I think it's kind of good to have a good balance of going out, having fun, maybe going to like a rave or a concert. So I've already got 2 gigs booked, and those are Tyler the Creator and Lana Del Rey. So yeah, my ins are going to cogs, going to gigs and concerts, and then also spending a lot of time travelling and going around just kind of like enjoying the outdoors a wee bit more. I think I neglected it a lot last time, and that brings me on to why, and that's my screen time. My screen time is an absolute joke. And I feel like at age 22 I can't really be spending this year so focused on social media and just like having my head in my phone. Like, my screen time is disgusting. If you feel bad about yours, look at mine and you will immediately feel better. Like, it's so bad. So I'd say that's one of my ins is reducing my screen time, and one of my outs is hibernating in my room and spending so much time on my phone, because that is just not it anymore. And honestly, after the new year I need to touch grass. I really hope you went and watched that story time, because you will understand why this video is necessary. And I will be looking back on it every single time and watching and telling myself, get your head in gear. If you get in that nick ever again and anyone ever locks you out of a hotel room, you take the key, just take the key. And I'd also say one of my outs is over alcohol consumption, because I need to learn a limit. Like, this is the year of me getting a grip, and because this whole lightweight patter is just going to be a part of me now. Like, there is no way the more I drink my tolerance is going to go up. It's not going to happen. I don't drink often enough for it, and when I do drink I rip it. So yeah, I'd say one of my big outs is doing that and getting in that nick, because if I need to be teddy bear rolling outside a fucking hotel door for like 2 hours until my mate wakes up again, I'm not going to be happy. I am not going to be happy. So another in would be getting back to the gym and having a good kind of training regime to like focus on, like a good, getting back in that, because I've spent the past couple of months just procrastinating. I think it hit my birthday in November and I went on holiday, and then I just have not really got myself back into it since then. So I'm getting back into it next week, and if anyone wonders why I didn't start back in the first, it's because I was dying, and I am still dying inside, morally and physically, from that night out. So I thought, if I give myself an extra couple of days, it's fine. And then I figured out when my gym reopens, and it opens next week. So give me a fucking break. I am doing my best. I've tried to get my steps in and stuff like that, but I actually still feel like I'm hitting the shakes all the time. Like, I don't know what happened to me since that night. I have been a nervous wreck. I'm so feared up to the max. I just don't even want to know. People keep reminding me of what I got up to, and I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Like, that's another thing too. Outs. Reminding your friends about what happened the night before if they can't remember it. Just leave them to forgetting it. It's for the best. It is really, really for the best. And 9 times out of 10, their private story will probably remind them anyway. So just let it be. Let it be. Another in for me would probably be podcasts and just kind of listening to other advice and actually listening to advice people give me, especially when it's about kind of like maybe how to, like, I don't know, I feel like when you're people that are in their kind of early 20s, it can feel a bit lackluster at times and a bit like, you don't really know what's going on, and everything's just a bit all over the place. You don't know if you're coming or going half the time. That personally, that's how I feel. So I think listening to a lot of podcasts of people who have maybe had a bit more experience or know how to kind of help in certain situations, or even just like kind of girly podcasts where it makes you feel a wee bit better. I've been listening to a lot more of them. If I'm going to walk, it helps you get your steps in. If you're at the gym, another great thing to listen to. And another good place to listen to podcasts and stuff like that is if you're going to be drive, like if you want to go a drive, that's a great time to listen to a podcast, especially this one. Please. Here's are some outs for me that I feel like is kind of personal to me and not really helpful for anyone else. But outs, being in a relationship at New Year. Yep, Bechdel test failed again. Unbelievable. Would you believe it? I feel like everyone thinks, wow, a video where she hasn't spoke about a man. Oosh, right in there. Had to just add it in. Yeah, I'm single this year, and the past 2 years I've went into the new year with a relationship. You know, this time I haven't had an absolute Egypt at the Christmas table, and I'm pretty sure my family are very, very happy about that. I am especially very happy about that. And I just feel like this is a good year of like kind of focusing on myself. I don't know, like 22 is a weird age. I feel like every age is a weird age, honestly, at this point. I feel like I'm always going through it. So it'll be kind of good to just focus on myself, get back into the gym, get back training, eating a bit better, and yeah, focusing on myself and getting back to being myself. I think a lot of people, I've been a bit more reserved because I worry a lot what people think of me, or when I'm dating someone, I don't want to embarrass myself. But what I've learned is whoever you're seeing should be cheering you on, you know, it should be like your number one supporter, not someone that's like tearing you down and someone that's going to be making you feel embarrassed for you just being you. So I think that's another thing too, just being yourself. Like that's another great like that I wish I could tell myself last year, to just fuck it, who cares what they think of you. And I mean, it was a hard time starting the podcast and being so in my own head, but doing it for a year now, it's began to be easier. And suddenly, you know, when people make comments on it or they kind of judge you, or if I'm stuttering too much, it's just like that's my personality, that's me. Unfortunately, I'm gonna stutter and I'm gonna say the wrong words, and I'm not a fucking human dictionary, and I didn't do that great in English. I'm sorry to break it to you. You know, I am really just doing my best, and that's another good one to have. And I'd say that's for everyone too. It's another good one. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just kind of, you know, give yourself time to just enjoy life and just enjoy the little things and have fun with it. Don't be so serious, you know. I think the past couple of months, it's kind of hard hitting that you are not guaranteed to have a life, you know, like, or be blessed with what you have, and it's just so nice to enjoy every little thing that comes your way, you know. Just take it in your stride and just enjoy everything you can. And if you go through something, it will get better. Yeah, it's kind of life's guaranteed to have ups and downs and bad days and good days, but like that's kind of what makes it good, you know. You can't have like a really, really good day and enjoy something if you've not been through, like, had a really bad day, to then be like, wow, like, here I am now, because that's what makes it a good day. So yeah, I would say just be easier on yourself, don't be so harsh, and just remember that, you know, like, we're all kind of on this same earth going through the same types of shit. And, you know, if anyone has anything to say about it, just tell them, like, get fucked. Tell them to get fucked, because who cares? You should always just be you. And I'm here to be my weird and wonderful self, just to prove that you guys should be too. You smell my coffee? Smell my coffee breath? So another out that I'm actually just reminding myself, I've just looked at my notes and went, wow, what an audacity I have. Bad posture. I literally sit like the hunchback. I swear to God, I got a new tattoo done, right, and it's kind of goes down to my back, and he was putting the stencil on, and I swear to God, my tattoo artist looked me in the eyes and went, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're squint. And I was like, huh? He was like, you're like this, like one shoulder's like kind of back and tilted. He was like, yeah, you maybe need a wee bit of deep tissue massage. And I was like, mate, I need a miracle, let alone a deep tissue massage right now. I am like, I should be sitting like the bells, because of the hunchback I have. Honestly, it's so bad. Another out would be bringing a bag on a night out, and not that type of bag. I mean like an actual wee bag, because I don't know where to put that, and I'm not paying double cloakroom, and my pockets are big enough in my jacket, so I've stopped bringing a bag out with me. I've just been sticking everything in my pockets and shit like that. And you know what? I've managed to keep every item. I went out in New Year and managed to come back with everything. So I don't know why I didn't bring the room key. I'm still not over it. I don't think I can be over it. It was mortifying. So I would say that's a big out for me. So yeah. Another in, being overdressed. I'm done giving a fuck if I'm rocking up at an event with, like, I look like I'm ready for the red carpet and everyone else is in jeans and a nice top. I don't care anymore. Like, I am going to be all out with my dress code. Like, I'm going to overdress, and because that's who I am. Like, I am someone that wants to wear something more out there and look ridiculous. And, you know, I've always done that. And the past couple of years, I've been so in my own head. I feel like you just reach 20s or, like, late teens, early 20s, you think, oh, it's not cool anymore. Like, I just look like a gimp. I just look like an adult who, like, looks like a clown. No, you don't. Every single time I see, like, an older woman and she's still got body mods, tatted to fuck, and wears cool clothes, I'm like, that's who I want to be. And you know what? If that's who you want to be, just be it. Just do it. And if you want a tattoo as well, or you want to get a body mod, people are like, oh my god, that's going to leave a hole in you, or you're going to have tattoos and you're going to be all wrinkly. You're going to be fucking wrinkly anyway. Like, I'm so sorry to humble you, right? But what the hell? Like, I'm going to be ugly and saggy anyway. I don't care. And honestly, probably in like 20 years time, surely, you know, with what this world has achieved right now, there'll be like something you can like do that makes tattoo removal so much easier if need be. But I'm sorry, but the pain of getting a tattoo done, I am not removing it. As soon as they said tattoo removal is more painful and expensive than getting a tattoo, why am I removing it? You know, if I like them, I would feel like I would just be doing that to like please others. And that's another thing, people pleasing out. I am the worst people pleaser ever, but in 2025, no more people pleasing. That's it. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I want to say no to something, I'm going to have the balls to say no. That's because I feel like I've been such a yes man for like so long, and I'm sick of it. But then at the same time, I still want to be able to turn around and be like, the spontaneous plans, yes, let's do it. But the things I don't want to do, I'm going to finally say no and grow a fucking backbone. And hopefully fix my fucking backbone with my posture, because this is absolutely my back just cracked when I did that. I really hope the mic did not pick that up, because that sounded gross. So another thing that I would like to get back into would be being creative again. I used to be so crafty and do such fun shit, like, and now I don't. Like, even if it's just ordering a wee pack of clay and doing some clay modelling, like making some cool ashtrays or making some jewellery or like wee figures, I think that would be a great idea just to get back into, because I honestly think when you're so in your own head about stuff, you just lose all creative passion. Or, you know, when you've been through stuff, it's like you lose your creativity. But being creative is such a, like, it keeps you so open-minded, and it gives you something to take your mind off of everything that you've been worrying about anyway. It's so backhanded in a way. Like, when you're going through it, you lose your passion for that, but your passion is actually what can save you. It's like, it's actually such a shame, like, because I have been in the pits of hell the past couple of months, and then I've lost all my passion to be creative. Like, I don't pick up my guitar anymore, or I don't write anything anymore, or I don't draw. Or another big TikTok trend that I think is such an in is the colouring in thing. Like, I love watching these girls colour in their little cute books with their fancy ass like pens, and I'm like, yeah, blend that shit, bitch. Yeah, add a pattern on that. You know, like, it's like the woman, she's like having a little smoke sesh, and then it's like the girl that's like, how's a smoke sesh, and then she like draws colours in. Fantastic, like, the content that we needed, and that we'll be bringing into 2025 for sure. I think the colouring in trend is great. I can't believe it's a trend. I'm saying that like as if colouring in's just been invented, but I think it's such a good thing that adults should feel so, like, normalise bringing a fucking colouring book out with you. Like, can we normalise that? Because I would eat that shit up, you know. And again, that's another thing that can just take your mind off it and stop you from being on this. So I'm going to get myself a colouring book, and I'm going to start doing that again. So thank you so much for watching this wee extra episode. I hope you really enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the wee storytime video as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you just want to follow us anywhere else, we are Hear Me Out Pod, but the O is a 0 on Instagram and TikTok, and this podcast is also available on Spotify and YouTube. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!